that we're developing at our observatory.
Mm.
So we had a viewer online who just said that the future is here when we're able to have machines just start counting up everything and figuring out what they are.
Yeah. I wish could that be some machine to go in the lab and process those cores that are waiting for me there. Actually, I might have to sneak out to process one more core from last night.
So we're doing this to 1,000 meters, is that right? And then we can increase, or do you want to do 10 meters the whole way down?
Actually, so yeah, we do it to the 1,000 meters, and on the ascent, because now we have the neutrino telescope now at this location, or this overall location, not this exact site, but at Cascadia Basin. We are studying bioluminescence, and we want to actually, well, with the sensors, with the PMTs, with photomultipliers, and so we're understanding the patterns of bioluminescence at 2,600 meters. So the mooring, there's a mooring with several sensors, and they go up to 150 meters. So we want to do on the way up to do the bottom, because those transects here at the surface, they're not getting the gelatinous plankton that might be doing meeting or biomolesting. So we want to cover that portion of the water column.
Oh, nice.
The bottom part.
Yeah. Just with video transect, normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you listening at home, we are diving here at the Cascadia Basin. Our depth is hopefully going to be 2,600 meters. We're not sure how long we're going to be diving for. We're planning on recovering some old seismic equipment. And right now we are doing a vertical transect. So if y'all guys want to go to nautiluslive.org, down there towards the bottom, you will see a place that you can send us a message, and we will do our absolute best to make sure that we have answered that. So we had a question, what biological or geological samples have we been able to collect? Last night we actually pulled up a whole lot of samples, and that's what Fabio, Dr. De Leo, was talking about. So he collected a whole bunch of push core samples, and he was in the lab collecting those, as well as last year he deployed a lot of larval traps. And yesterday we pulled up 2 of them. So he was busy in the lab until around 2 in the morning processing those. And with the larval traps, they are looking for DNA and as well as phylogeny of larval fish down on the seafloor. This is an area of science that we really don't have that much information on, and we're trying to gain a better baseline of knowledge.
Hi. No, I can start us off. Sure. Yeah. Oh no, that's the only one. That's the only one in the bank. Okay, so for introductions today, let's go name, job, hometown, and favorite flavor of ice cream.
Okay. Can we also add in preferred pronouns?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I guess I'll start.
You're amazing, Will.
My name's Will Glatt, he, him, and I'm the dive chief right now. I'm from London, Ontario, and my favorite ice cream flavor is Tiger Tail.
Isn't that a snow cone flavor?
What is that?
Oh, it's orange ice cream with stripes of black licorice.
That is a very unique one.
Kind of sounds like the worst, but
Oh, it's fantastic.
I could see it being good, but
I try to be super nice, Nova.
I'm sorry.
Of unique.
It's not for everybody. It's absolutely not for everybody.
Yeah, to each their own. So everybody knows I have a van cam 1 on Sat 3, so people can see us doing our intros yet again.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, there you go, Will.
Sure, I'll go next. Hi, my name is Sean. I'm a data steward with Ocean Networks Canada. My hometown is Ladysmith, British Columbia. And my favorite ice cream, I don't know, I like matcha. I'll go with matcha flavor.
Man, we're going like with some hardcore unique ones. So hi, I'm Katie. I'm Katie. My hometown is from the teeny tiny town of Giddings, Texas, but I live in Corpus Christi. And my preferred pronouns are she, her. My favorite flavor of ice cream is anything by Bluebell Creamery.
Literally anything?
Anything. Like they have yet to come out with a flavor that I'm like, oh no, Bluebell,
So
go back to the drawing boards.
They haven't come out with Tiger Stripe yet, is what you're saying.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Tiger tail. Oh, no, but it's really cool. So it's a local, yeah, it's a local creamery, and you can actually go out and see where they milk the dairy cows, and then you can go drive 30 miles down the road and see the creamery, and they're really, really good to the community. Texas favorite.
Cool. All right, I can start in the front row. Hi, my name's Nova West. I use they, them pronouns. I am a person sitting in the shadows of the video scene. Like always creeping in the dark over here. I am a video engineer and expedition documentarian. I am originally from Owatonna, Minnesota, and I currently reside in Washington, D.C. And my favorite ice cream has to be like any form of coffee plus ice cream.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Or like / like vanilla ice cream in an affogato, you know, like.
Yeah, oh my God, the coffee.
Wait,
with
what's
the
what's affogato?
Affogato.
That's an excellent one. Yeah.
It's like vanilla ice cream, and then you just pour
Espresso.
espresso right over it.
It's kind of like if your latte, instead of being a latte foam, was just ice cream.
Yeah, just straight
Oh.
in. So it's like hot but cold, and it's just like absolutely delicious. So.
And your favorite kitchen appliance last night was an espresso machine.
I might like coffee a little. Birthday girl's turn.
Yeah. With her amazing earrings.
Mike, you go.
What?
What?
Your turn.
No,
I can't
Yeah, no, you
limit
can't skip.
myself
You're
to
next
one
in
ice
order.
cream. It's going to be a whole thing.
I
Still
limited
trying to
myself to an
figure it all
entire
out.
creamery.
Nobody can limit themselves to one ice cream. Okay, I'm Michael Hannaford, he, him pronouns. I'm a ROV pilot on here from Newfoundland, and I don't know, all the ice cream. I'm just going to pick like, I'll say vanilla because of the affogato thing and all the things you can do with it, but like a quality vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm just sticking with that.
Makes sense.
Renato Kane, he, him. I'm the navigator. I am from Wilmington, Delaware, but I currently reside on the ship and in Santa Monica, California.
Okay.
And I don't know about my favorite, but my most recent favorite that I had was it was a lemon cheesecake, and it was a coconut-based vegan ice cream. But the lemon cheesecake was good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds kind of awesome.
We say that we kind of had a lemony or a banana cheesecakey thing 2 days ago, minus the ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, isn't there an ice cream day on the boat?
Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The
Nice.
ice cream day.
And it's always kind of fun watching George to see how much ice cream he can get in one bowl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Problematic. We should stop encouraging that.
Somebody puts out a giant steel bowl.
Like a mixing bowl.
Yeah, you could just use the fruit bowl.
There's this diner.
Oh.
There you go. There's a diner back in Wilmington, Delaware called the Charcoal Pit. It's like from the 50s, and one of the things that they have there, and I used to do this for my birthday when I was a kid, was called the kitchen sink, and it's 20 scoops of ice cream.
Isn't it?
20 scoops of ice cream with all the
Yeah, I
toppings
think
in it,
that's
and
the
you would just
CTD.
go with all your friends and see how much of it you could eat.
Yeah, but that's hard. Just hold on a second.
Oh,
Fabio, and Will, your CTD has gone in a hard ground fault now.
all right. Shut her
kill
off.
it. Assuming that's it.
We have one too that has the same data.
I know, but yours doesn't have a
What doesn't ours have?
One
transmissometer.
Rats. What's the transmissometer do?
It measures the like the
Turbidity?
no, no, it measures.
Turbidity is a
Oh wait, oh I
nephelometer.
think you said humidity.
Transmissomity.
Yeah, it's the opposite of attenuation. So it's like what does get seen, right? How many the amount of yeah, stuff seen, things you see.
So
Okay.
is that
It measures the amount of stuff
Riley,
that you
that's
see.
something else.
Oh, there's a big boy.
a
Whoa.
big squid?
Yeah, Roger. 0.
This is
You could try the USBL thing.
Yep.
Nephelometer measures turbidity. I didn't know there was another. Turning them all off.
Well, it's hard.
It's big,
It's a
pretty
hard
big,
fault,
yeah.
Figure it out later.
Mm.
If I miss it.
Hey, birthday girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, just letting you know that you didn't say anything, so
Oh,
you know, you might want to
Oh,
introduce
we've
yourself.
got Keely.
We also
Keely
have
just joined the
Keely,
back
yeah.
row, so let's.
Okay, and I promise I'll answer later after
Yeah.
this is resolved.
Yeah, we're busy.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
one
she's
moment.
using
All right,
this as an
Keely,
excuse.
so it's
Yeah.
your name,
There,
your
it's
job,
resolved.
It's resolved.
hometown,
Your pronoun,
pronouns, and your favorite
which I
ice cream
missed.
flavor.
I'm he, him, by the way.
Okay, my name is Keely, she, her pronouns. I'm from Petawawa, Ontario. Now live in Victoria. My job is a marine equipment specialist with Ocean Networks Canada. And my favorite ice cream is this lavender Earl Grey gelato.
Whoa,
Oh, a fellow
Whoa.
tea ice cream enthusiast.
that does sound good
Awesome.
too.
It tastes like soggy Fruit Loops, and it's
Soggy. Well,
You
you're
are
selling
not
me on the
helping your
soggy
case
Fruit
here.
Loops.
It sounded
No.
elegant until you
I liked it the first time.
Yeah.
it's
Put my
yeah.
head down, do a bit
Fancy.
of work, and then I'm hearing soggy Fruit Loops.
Yeah, you were better off doing the work.
Is that an ice cream
So,
flavor or just a general food preference?
What was the cause?
Texture preference.
Did you guys isolate that?
Yeah, so that appears to be one of our things. So I want to try your CTD again because I think it's probably just where it
Oh.
was and what I saw
Wait,
was...
what went up to 640? Was that the USBL probably?
yeah, that's the USBL back on.
Okay.
And try your CTD, Will, because I don't think that was the problem now.
It should go to like 200K.
Holding high.
This takes a minute to cycle through.
Well, we don't need the power to USBL. Are you guys regularly checking on that and charging it?
Yeah.
So,
But
skirt.
why not?
The Herc USBL one.
Yeah, I know.
640K is all right, though.
Yeah.
Can live with that.
Because, well, you guys got to pass that over because the last watch was saying,
I guess it's dealer's choice, maybe. Like if it's their dive and they don't want to run with it, then
that's okay.
up to them.
I would like the deal to be that the battery doesn't die.
Yeah. So
Well,
I
we'll
think
yeah.
leave it on. It's okay. So, Will, I think now I'm seeing your CTD at 400K, which is consistent with what it has been. So I'll leave it on.
Okay.
And I think it's our C prints that is the issue.
It's mainly because if we did run it on battery for long enough and then the battery got down to inoperably low levels, then powering it on wouldn't help.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I read in the manual, it was like,
The deep cycle.
turn off, otherwise it will go into hibernation for life.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, all right.
That could be what's happening with the other one.
But we've been charging it.
Not the other one. Sorry.
Oh, the spare.
This
Other spare.
the other spare.
Yeah, Roger. The current spare.
The 7,000 meter spare
Gotcha.
battery one. Maybe dead Jim.
It's pinging. It's
Hey.
okay. What the-
Right. Maybe I'll come back.
Oh, Josh is here to talk to me.
So going to answer some questions online. So if you look at channel 4 on the quad view, it's showing that the arrow is not moving. And the reason why the arrow isn't moving is because the boat is not moving. So we are holding position in the boat while the ROVs are in the water. And we were moving earlier. We moved to a new spot in the Cascadia Basin. And if you, earlier today, you could see the view of the back deck, and you see something that looks like a huge, cool laser crane. It is something super, super cool. It's got a scientific name, but it's colloquially called the banana crane. It is down for maintenance during this cruise, and we're hoping to have it back up and running sometime after we get back.
Back to where?
Back to land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which land?
TBD.
Yeah, question mark. Don't ask specifics of me. And Nova, you had a shout out on the espresso ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah, so Nova gets all the love in here.
What else is
Not
new?
complaining.
Yeah, how can you not?
Okay, Kylie.
So we have a really specific question, but the person asked it so incredibly kind. Does anybody know if neutrinos have an influence on the bioluminescence of deep sea species?
Oh man,
Holy moly, yeah, that was a really, really good one.
I don't know about
I know, where's Fabio?
influence. I know the bioluminescence of species has an effect on being able to detect the Kurenchov radiation that's given off by neutrinos when they just so happen to hit a thing. So that's why this site is, or rather, site 40 kilometers away from here is valuable to our partners in Germany. Technical University of Munich. We've done 2 different installations with them. One is a pair of moorings that are looking at each other, and they have photomultipliers that are looking for, I think, examples of that type of radiation, but also observing background bioluminescence. And so that was initially put in to determine whether the site was actually suitable for a neutrino telescope. And so last year, I was on the Tully and we deployed a 500-meter mooring that I had a bunch of different instruments. I was involved as far as getting the thing into the ocean, and not so much on the technical testing side.
I was like, you went way above and beyond what, this was a super complex question. You're knocking it out of the park.
No, but I can't say for sure whether there's a correlation between bioluminescence and
Neutrinos.
I know that they
Yeah.
need to know how much bioluminescence there is in order to measure the neutrinos accurately.
Gotcha.
It seems like a question better asked to the Technical Institute in Munich.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the good things about the SPL and the comment section is that you get some amazing complex questions like that, and then you'll get, I love coffee ice cream too. So I really love the diversity of everybody's comments.
I'm building an army.
Yeah, you're building an army. Yeah, you see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more operating on the ice cream level of conversation.
And Rennie, your fan group is in the house.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys all have your own Nautilus fan clubs?
Go.
Well, apparently nobody has anything compared to Nova.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'll pale in comparison.
I know. But it was, the exact quote was, shout out to Rennie for being Rennie and super smart and great.
Interesting.
They must not know him very
So
well.
yeah, exactly. So what are they basing that on? Did it say who it was or no? No name?
I feel like after the shift, I'm going to go sit there in the lounge and just leave a positive comment about everybody.
Yeah, that's probably what that was about.
Yeah.
It's Rennie's got his phone in front of him.
Yeah. What? Oh, that's great. They're writing in. How many? Several in a row?
Okay, well, we're at 411 meters, not quite halfway through our vertical transect. See any cool snow?
We saw a giant squid. Well, not a giant squid, a squid that was large.
That was a really cool squid.
I don't know if they're counting that in the machine learning algorithms.
I don't think it, I mean, I saw it in Porch Cam. I don't know if I saw it in the Zeus.
There was a little
blip.
Yeah.
Not much in there. I'm too zoomed in.
Something weird coming in the bubble now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. What's that guy?
Yeah.
What are you?
Is that
Nova, can we put that on one of the,
On it.
thank
it's
you.
gonna come
Oh.
It's just a thingy, a clear tiny thing.
But it looked really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kylie, I love it when you're in control of bubble. 'Cause of the sound effects. It's too good.
It like goes from like slow to really fast, like, you know, right away.
0 to
So
100.
there's no middle.
Very little modulation in the
Yeah.
bubble cam controller. Zippy.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm going to have to disable the comments about Rennie because they're all really positive and very nice. But yeah, we're done. We're done.
It's wedding.
It's got to be one person. There's no.
Party's over.
Everyone just decides to chime in. Yeah, you know what? That guy's all right. Stand up, dude.
So Kylie,
Yeah.
who are you?
My name is
Thanks, Nova.
Kylie.
On it.
Kylie Pasternak, she, her. I am me. From Fall River, Mass. I once had a competition to see if I liked Cherry Garcia or the mint cookies and cream more, which turns out the mint cookies and cream is good, but it's only mostly good because it's novel. The Cherry Garcia is something you can eat for a longer period of time. I do really like strawberry ice cream. It must have actual strawberries in it. It must not just be pink. I like.
No, we were getting the manifesto.
Yeah.
What she said.
I like sprinkles a lot. Megusta cherries on top. And I'll also do a like vanilla and jazz it up, or affogato. And I never met a coffee ice cream I didn't like.
See?
Just too many.
The coffee ones with the cookies and cream, like the coffee base with cookies and cream.
If you had to pick one favorite,
It
was like,
That's not.
this is the only ice cream flavor you can eat the rest of your life. Cherry Garcia? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think I would change my answer if that was the parameter.
Forever,
yeah.
yeah.
That's different. That's a different question.
Vanilla ice cream with
You're
peanut
right,
butter
that is
swirl.
a different question. We'll
Yeah.
save that for
Well,
For
it's
the
always
ascent,
vanilla.
the
yeah.
next blue
It's
water.
always vanilla because you can just put stuff in it.
Yeah, that's going to be the quintessential answer.
Right.
Plain Jane vanilla.
No, probably, I could do coffee long-term. Coffee ice
Yeah.
cream long-term.
Yeah.
Is that a thing everywhere, or is that a regional thing? Because I know coffee milk is a regional thing where I'm from. Once you get past Rhode Island, it's not, they'll be like, just hand you chocolate milk instead of coffee milk. And you're like,
Yeah.
what?
No,
I've never
my
heard
Not the
of
same.
My
What?
partner's also from Mass and keeps talking about coffee milk. I'm like,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds.
You know, like, you know,
Not that
chocolate
great.
syrup or
Oh,
strawberry syrup, it's
oh.
coffee syrup, but it
Huh.
doesn't taste like coffee. It has like this particular, like, in confectionery sort of flavor, right? Where it's like sweet and it does taste like coffee ice cream-ish.
what about banana milk? Is that a regional?
Nope.
It's a Minnesota thing, and I
Hard pass.
will not drink it anymore.
I used to do like cut up bananas and sugar and milk.
Oh,
as, like,
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
as
like
a kid.
the best
Huh.
midnight
It's kind of
snack.
like having the
That sounds like a smoothie.
the bottom of
It's
like
like
your
cereal.
cereal, like because it's
Oh.
sugary milk because of the sugar from the cereal plus bananas in it.
I gotcha.
I used to do just bread in milk, like tear it up.
Milk bread.
Put in.
Like bread, that's
Yeah,
bread
like
pudding.
Charlie from Always Sunny.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
milk steak.
You know milk steak? You know milk steak.
Anyway, weird clues.
Rum ham?
Is your favorite hobby magnets?
Well, yes. Anyway,
How's that ground fault doing?
It's drooping.
I feel
Acting
like
up
milk
again.
bread is like a few ingredients away from being like French toast.
this
You
is
just
true.
add some eggs, some cinnamon, and then
Right. It's much soggier, though. It's
True.
like cereal.
and
but
probably not fried in a pan.
yeah. No pan involved.
So milk toast is like toast that grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, and French toast is living in the mansions, the bougie toast.
You just made me type gauge milk in the. And then I was like, no, it's not that. Gauge toast. Oh, not that. Oh my god. Gauge checks. That's what I was going for. Okay.
Yeah, it might be that.
Did you turn off the sea prints?
It went down to 130, but I really need to get that ONC CTD off to troubleshoot it because that's right at the same level.
Yeah.
Until we get down.
So we've-
That's off right now, or
No, it's on.
it's on?
It's only important for the descent.
And
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
ascent.
don't need the other sonar for the descent, so that's fine. Figure it out.
So we had a lot of viewers giving us their favorite ice cream, Nova. We're gonna have to do you like we did Rennie, just no more comments from the Nova fan club.
Oh, no.
Or do you hear that, Rennie fans out there? We're going to need to compete.
Yeah, this is a competition now, actually, so step on it. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Turn Up My Dog, who is watching the live stream right now, and apparently perked up when he heard my voice. So.
Aw.
And of course, Ty and Clay, hello.
So some viewer favorites have been rum raisin, butter pecan, and somebody from Pittsburgh is talking about autocrat coffee milk.
Yes, that's the good stuff.
Yeah. They said that they specifically said it because of you, Rhode Islander friend.
That's the good stuff. That's the brand. So sometimes I'll like mail that to my cousins in Georgia because they're familiar with it. They had it when they'd come visit, and they can't get it in where they're from.
Wait, is there a bad stuff version of the coffee dog?
Well, there's like off-brand,
Yeah.
which is fine. But Autocrat actually, they make the well-known like signature coffee syrup, and they make it's like a Warwick, Rhode Island based creamery. They also make the like Autocrat coffee flavored ice cream. It's good stuff. It's like trademarked. Yeah.
Very interesting. Sorry, that was not.
Sarcastic.
That was not to you.
Yeah.
Are you writing comments?
Very
Look at this.
interesting. Rude.
But Tim's comparing the raw fixes and the filtered, and this is what the Kalman filter does intermittently.
Yeah.
It's all wrong.
Yeah, it's completely wrong.
So Kim was having trouble apparently with that. He was like, what's going on here? And so now we have actual data to show that there's no reason for the filter. If there was a raw point up here, I could see why it would, but there's not.
But this is what happens. It gets a bad point.
But
and
there
the
was
thing
no,
is not
but
fil-
there was no bad point. The raw is the all there. So
So
the
they're just
Kalman's
making
going
those up.
crazy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I asked if you could change that, and they're like, they want to see the data that we're
Well,
showing.
that makes sense then, because if they were actual bad returns, then the common filter should like strike that out based on other things. So it's not putting them there because of that. It's putting them there for some other reason.
Yeah, the filter is wrong. So I'm going to email them and say, because you can't apparently adjust any settings. It's either filter on or off. So I'm going to talk with them. I'm going to have some stern words with them. We've got
about the Kalman filter.
Yeah.
And it's scent? Is it a scented Kalman filter?
It's whatever Sonardyne uses to filter their raw points. I think it's a bit black box, so I don't really know.
How do you combine the nav solution when you're on the seafloor?
We don't currently. Basically, we just pair. We have separate the DVL solution and the USBL solution, and we pair it occasionally by fixing the DVL position as it drifts to where the USBL position is.
Okay.
But currently K2 is working on a integrated nav solution that would pair the two and correct over time. Now that the reason why we didn't do it before is because we didn't have a USBL system that was as good as the one that we currently have that we just installed.
Oh, what are you guys running?
It's a Sonardyne gyro USBL, but before that we had a track link that was aging, and so it would kind of have degraded the very good, even though the DVL solution degrades over time, it still was better than pairing it to even a filtered USBL solution because of how erratic it was. But now it's much better, so we can experiment then with pairing those more automatically over time.
Very cool.
Yeah. But not if that Kalman situation still happens.
Right,
so we were
the erroneous pings will...
Yeah, it was strange because there's no erroneous raw pings. It's just that the Kalman is like using some strange velocity. I don't know, that thinks it should be way far away. And it's all in a linear, it's all in a line. It's linear. And so I thought maybe it was ship noise, something near the transceiver, like bow thruster or jet pump during
Well, I
certain
have
weather
that
conditions.
hard ground fault again. I'm going to turn your CTD off.
Yep.
Back to blaming that now.
That's fine. Used to it.
So to the viewer online, we do have something going on in the Great Lakes right now. So it is actually called Map in the Great Lakes, and it is in Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. And they've been going out there for a couple of years now, and they are working with mapping all the underwater wreck sites.
I was just out there before
yeah.
I was here, documenting the things that we were doing out there. It's really, really cool
maybe
work.
it's the USBL.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give this a second.
They found that sea monster out there yet?
We did find Atlantis down there.
Or Amelia Earhart is the queen.
She is the queen of Atlantis, yes.
Where's the update rate? Where are you looking?
Right
for
here.
that
So
update?
it's updating pretty consistently now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's maybe not their CTD. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hit the beacon.
So a viewer from Norway just came in and said that their favorite ice cream is Kroken, like Kraken, I guess. So to that viewer from Norway, we do have a scientist on board who is named Bjorn, and he is from Norway, and he got to name all of our fetches and cables, all after the different Norwegian gods and goddesses. So Frigg, Idun, I feel like I'm saying these horribly, even though I'm trying really hard to pronounce them correctly. Yeah, Scotty.
Okay,
Thor.
CTD is going back on, Will.
Thanks.
Loki?
It's the USBL.
I feel like there was a Loki, yeah.
There's
Okay.
Loki. That was last night.
Oh, gotcha.
We'll have to, if it's not going to be on during dives, then it needs to be regularly plugged in.
Yeah.
Or at least checked. I can interrogate to see the battery, perhaps.
It sounds like a thing you can do on beacons.
Yeah, it's acoustic comms. Just need to borrow some of those lines of snippets of commands.
That was actually that for the most part, Will. I think I've got cycled enough now that it would tell me, oh no, there you go, there's your regular. So 400K ground fault on your CTD, which is normal.
Let me see if I can.
And yeah, that's our USBL that was really dropping it. So I can put the C thing back on.
I guess I can't talk to it unless it's powered up. That doesn't make sense. It should be, oh, there we go. So it says the battery's at 91%.
Yeah. Can you log that, Kylie? Hard ground fault on the USBL?
Yeah, it's logged.
Roger.
So maybe at the end of a dive, we should look at the battery to see if it needs to be charged.
Roger.
But we can do it, like talking to it remotely before we unplug it to make that decision. Especially as we get to Endeavour with longer dives.
Is this something that's been persistent on the sub?
That particular type of beacon, the 7,000 meter ones,
again a bit there.
both of them that we have been.
It goes between 11 and 8.
Yeah, just
causing a ground fault.
Huh.
So and we changed the bulkhead connector in one of them, and that did not resolve the issue. The cables have been tested. Yeah, there's not much else that it could be aside from something inside the beacon, but they're pretty slick inside there when we opened it up.
That doesn't void the warranty?
I don't know, probably voids warranty. There's no warranty on them anyway, they're 6 years old.
Oh. 6?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were using TrackLink last year.
We've had this system was purchased for the mobile system.
Oh, okay.
So it still can go mobile. It's all still not permanently
But the
installed.
system is newer than those beacons. You got those from somewhere else, didn't you?
They all came from Woods Hole. All of this, the whole thing.
So Sonodyne was making that head with the gyro in it 6 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to make the gauge ones a different.
Yeah, well, this one has an integrated MRU.
Oh, okay.
In the transceiver, so once you calibrate it once, your offsets are kind of like baked in.
Yeah.
And then if your ship has an MRU, you basically know your offsets between your transceiver and your
GPS
fixed housing. Yeah, and the GPS is just, so as long as you have your XYZ offsets correct, as long as you've calibrated the internal MRU to the transceiver for the roll pitch yaw offset, heading offsets, then all you have to do is every time we deploy it, I run a 30-second calibration from between that and the ship's MRU, because we have the XYZ offsets between those two.
Yeah.
So they just kind of like align, and then that's it. So all of the, like, you know how long, I mean, calibrating a USBL transceiver is.
Man,
like,
there's a really cool bioluminescent guy.
Is it, or is it reflecting? It's hard to say.
Yeah. Oh. Never mind.
Could be either.
Yeah.
So in the last couple of years of my degree, the focus shifted more to autonomous underwater vehicles, and I got really into learning more about underwater navigation and the technologies that were applicable.
It's pretty cool stuff for sure.
Yeah, super sophisticated, right? To the point where you can't take certain technologies out of the country, or
anything inertial, like ballistics grade inertial, has to have a lot of permits.
Yeah,
especially AUV stuff. Yeah.
Good morning, Moya in New Zealand.
Hey, Moya.
Moya.
Also, I seriously think somebody in the lounge must be messing with us because we just got a question going. Ask Nova, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh my gosh.
It belonged on that cake yesterday. That was fantastic. That was excellent, and yes, it does belong on pizza.
No.
Like that was a specific question we had last night.
Oh, yeah?
And that's why I'm like, who's down there?
Hey, who's asking?
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah,
now I'm questioning all this Rennie chatter as well.
I know. Well, I was about to say update on that. So, Rennie, you were ahead in the Rennie fan club.
Whoa.
But our one viewer from Norway has started a Bjorn fan club.
Woof.
Yeah. And Kylie, don't worry. They've started a fan club for you online too.
Yeah, Kylie needs all the birthday wishes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is Kylie's birthday, everyone.
Because of my birthday. Oh, thanks. Birthday club for me.
It wasn't a birthday club. It was just a fan club.
Oh.
But maybe we can make it into a birthday
Check that
club.
out, guys. I got fans.
Kylie, what would you call your fans?
Kai lizards.
Instantly, everyone's a fan.
Everybody's all they're like, fan club is aborted. We're dissolved. No quorum. We're done.
The roster is depleting. We don't know what's happening. People are exodus of the Kylie fan club.
You can't remove items. You lose.
To be correlated with the Kai Lizard comment.
Rennie, what would you call your fans?
I got nothing. Well, I could be Renat Toads.
There we go.
Lizards and toads.
Oh, man.
Nova, what's yours now?
No, I knew you were going to say, I'm like,
yeah, I was like, Nova Stars?
I don't have a clever.
Oh my God, Nova Stars.
My supernovas.
Nova Scotias.
Oh.
Nova Scotias.
Nova Scotias.
It's like you just had that in your back pocket the whole time. And we're sitting around like sitting ducks.
It's as if I chose that name waiting for this moment. I knew this would happen.
I made it the worst color, but it's working now. Wait, no, I changed it to a different color. But
Nova, I do have a serious question for you now.
Oh.
How magnified are the cameras on the ROVs?
That's a great question. I do actually have the degrees
I give up.
saved, thanks to Kylie.
What? Oh, yeah, I gave that to you, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave that to Nova.
No,
I should have given it to the Kai lizards.
No, I got the specs for the Hercules and gave them to Nova. Nova asked for them the other day for the view of, what is it called? Angle of view? View of angle?
The view angle of the camera angle of Hercules main cam.
Perfect.
I was getting that for Mo for her project,
I like
her
it.
research. But so the lens has 10 times zoom. Currently we are punched in, but I like have no gauge to be able to tell you how far. And then our angles are, let's see. So diagonal, it's 93 degrees and 12 degrees. Horizontal, it's 85 degrees and 10.5 degrees. And then vertical, it's 54 degrees and 6 degrees.
That was beautiful. Yeah, that was poetic.
Took a picture of the manual on my phone, so wish I could say I memorized that. So.
Hey, Kylie.
Yeah?
The gang back on shore at ONC wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you, ONC.
That's sweet.
It's very, very nice of you. I'm very happy to be working with everybody.
Best birthday.
That's my best birthday. Oh.
You also have a birthday wish coming in from Kansas.
Hi, Kansas.
All of Kansas.
The entire state.
The entire state, yeah,
or
not just
somebody
one
named
place.
Kansas in somewhere else.
What if Kansas was in Kansas?
The state of Kansas got the internet.
No person named Kansas.
Kansas at Kansas.state. Yeah, sorry, they're talking about me and I'm having fun.
So speaking of talking about
so
you,
far.
yeah. You also have somebody suggesting that you change your fan club to Kyleries.
Kyleries?
Yeah, I'm going with like, it's a Valkyries play, like.
Oh, I thought it was like Kylie on behalf of Hillary Clinton or something. I was like, Kyleries.
I didn't take it that way.
No.
Oh, and the entire state of Minnesota. as well.
Minnesota.
What? Can we get all 50 in here? Am I thinking too big?
Dream big.
Wait. I'm going to just leave a comment right now saying from
no,
Texas.
You can't do that. You have to wait.
You know what? If Rennie's over there typing in his fan club stuff, I can do this too.
What? No one look over here. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
I can pan with this camera and zoom in.
Just zoom in.
Sounds like somebody put us on mute.
Just no more talking.
Hey, is the res percent valuable? The res percent when we're doing gauge checks, res percent on the, but it changes so often. Well, they forgot to put it in the gauge check sheet list. They forgot to add it. Well, they had res percent, but they didn't have res the gauge check, so I changed it. D. You skipped a hole. Okay. Temp, humidity, HPU temp, AC ground fault, DC ground fault. Voltage.
Oh. So Kylie, you have officially gotten birthday wishes now from Texas, Ohio, Minnesota, Georgia, and Kansas.
Oh, this is awesome.
Thank you.
I love this.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Midwest, South. I've never been to any of those places, so that's really nice.
Yeah, and just so you know, now you have some fans on here who are saying that they were part of the original Kylie fan club.
Yeah.
You know what?
They're the OG Kylies. Kai Lizards.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and now Oregon, all of Oregon has stopped by to say hello and happy birthday.
This is really the first time in 4 years I've ever had like real interaction with the internet and like the people that listen to us. Do you know what I mean? Where they're like talking.
Yeah.
They're not just like asking science questions. They're like, oh, by the way, we realize there are humans on the, doing this thing.
It does help that now we have cameras in the van that can like show the people behind the curtain.
I'm just glad I sit in the back row. It's harder for people to see you.
Raj,
I
don't
disagree.
bother.
Yeah.
You wear your green shirt today, so.
Oh, thanks. Need to cover it up in just a black jacket. Nobody can see me now.
No, if you want to be invisible, video C is like in the dark.
Yeah, it is.
It's great.
It's all right. But you're a Nova star, a supernova. We can still see you.
Okay. Usually I have my yellow hoodie with my pronouns on it.
Yeah.
Like, stands out pretty well, but today it's
black.
But then,
You didn't want to detract from Kylie's birthday.
yeah, I didn't. No, can't shine brighter.
Yeah.
Oh, feel free.
No.
Oh, yeah. So, maybe to slow down on your birthday wishes, just Venice, Florida, not the whole state of Florida wished you happy birthday.
On brand.
But it's okay, because the entire, in all caps, state of California is wishing you happy birthday.
That's a big state.
That is a lot.
That's
that's a lot of people.
Votes.
Yeah.
Are we counting by electoral votes?
I feel like I'm winning the popular vote.
Oh, I don't know. The person in Norway is a hardcore Bjorn fan.
Who isn't? Tell me who isn't.
I know. I think it's Bjorn's mom. Because we only get one person from Norway ever. So I'm like, it's either Bjorn's wife or his mom.
Oh,
Part of the
Bjorn's family lives in Victoria.
So, nope.
Yeah, no. He's got to have like a mom or somebody over there. Don't ruin this for me, Will.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe we could ask.
Yeah, definitely.
Bjorn's really hesitant. He doesn't want to come up and speak on the microphone. He wants to be in the van, but he doesn't want to have to engage with the conversation.
Well, maybe now that he knows he has a fan club.
No, I think that'd scare him away.
Oh.
Don't tell him.
They even said,
it's a secret.
oh, it's a secret?
It's a secret fan club now.
So they even said that his name in Norwegian means bear. So they're naming him the Bjorn Bears fan club.
Oh my god.
That's like Bear Bears.
Bear Bears. We Bear Bears.
I love it.
Oh, Maryland and the entire state of Vermont.
Maryland and Vermont.
Yeah. We're
You know
getting
the
all
capital
New
of
England.
Maryland is?
Kylie?
No. It's Annapolis. Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah. Have you been there?
No.
How do you know this?
They made us learn the capitals. And then like I had to keep the names together, like Mary and Ann. So I'd be like, Mary Ann. Okay, the capital of Maryland is Annapolis. Oh, that's so, you know, my mnemonic device.
Yeah, right. Whatever you
Yeah.
gotta do. Whatever it
Yeah.
is.
I want to pass the test. We would like have contests to see who could get through all of them. You know. I lost the spelling bee. You want to know what word I lost it on? I lost the competition to figure out who's going to go to the spelling bee. You want to know what word I lost on?
Please tell us.
Bicycle. Because I did BYCICLE.
How old were you?
I was in 5th grade.
Solid. That's a
Oh,
solid.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's a good time.
But you
to
know what
lose
word
it.
I did know how to spell? Because I practiced it, because I was convinced I was going to get it. Was enthusiastically. ENTHUSISTICALLY.
Whoa.
Dang.
Because I committed it
Locked
to
and
memory.
loaded.
Right.
And then the girl right after me got it. Right after I got like exiled or whatever, executed or what's the call when you get like you lose? I lost. I got kicked out.
Certainly
They
not
said go sit down.
executed.
Excused maybe is what I meant to
There
say.
you go. Excuse.
There you go.
I went and sat down, and then she got the. I was like,
All over bicycle.
H1875.
Thank you for sharing that story, Kylie. It was truly riveting.
I just mixed my metaphors. I said et tu Judas, but et tu Brutus. Same though. Same.
Yeah. So now Canada's starting to wish you happy birthday. We have
Thank you.
Ontario.
It's gonna be a
not all of Canada, just
global.
Just Ontario. Just a
okay.
piece.
Slow,
Yeah.
slow down a little bit.
Yeah. We haven't made it all the way through the U.S. yet.
Right.
And update on Bjorn Bears, the Bear Club. It is not his mom. They said that very, very nicely too. Like, not his mom.
But who are you?
So to the Bear fan clubs, if you will please try to get Bjorn up here into the band.
Trevor,
Hi.
the
Eliminated.
comp and the thrusters, are those percents or are those PSIs on Argus?
What are you
the-
looking
the
at? You're looking
gauge-
at the gauge?
Yeah, the gauges on Argus. Are they, what's the
PSI.
unit? PSI. Another error from the D team.
What does it say?
Percent.
Oh, nice. That's not right.
No, I didn't think so. And then the craft would be, what's the craft comp? I just put I just-
units.
in units. I put craft comp and then I left it alone.
Yeah, the units are units.
Roger.
Compensation units.
Compensation units.
Units of comp.
Units of comp.
What does that translate to in PSI?
It doesn't. That's the beauty of it. It's a linear comp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, it's like a spring comp that goes from here to here. But if you open the comp, the spring goes ka-toing, like huge. So, yeah.
Don't open it.
So it's an exponential comp. Once you open it.
If it's empty and then you open it, it empties more. It's incredible.
So currently we are at 730 meters and we are diving to a depth of 2,600 meters. And Kylie, the UK just wrote in, all of the UK, the entire country,
All of it.
all of it.
What are they doing up? It's past their bedtime.
Is it?
Probably.
I don't know. Let's take a look. Actually, yeah, they're in darkness.
Yeah.
Darkness 30 right now.
I follow a woman that lives in London on Instagram. And I know when she does her morning workouts, it's like 4 in the morning our time. Well, it's like early there, and then it's like 1 in the morning our time. It's like early morning workout, but then like
A little bit flip.
0 dark 30 workout for me. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that workout.
I
I just
don't
get the live notification.
Nice.
And I'm like, good for them.
Thanks for waking me up. I appreciate the wake-up call.
Too ambitious. A voltage, B voltage, ground fault A, ground fault B, DC, ground fault. I'm gonna change this.
So Will, just confirming, but on the way up, when we do our other vertical transect, we're going to have the lights on to do the vertical transect, or are we going to turn them off just to study the bioluminescence?
According to our dive plan.
Our cameras don't pick up bioluminescence.
Yeah, the lights
okay.
are on.
If the lights are off. You need a special low light camera for that.
Oh, that's good to know.
Sorry, Will, I thought there was more to that sentence that you just stopped halfway. According to our dive plan. Waiting for it.
The lights are left on. I had to turn to the page.
Roger, roger.
Buffering. Our internet isn't too great right now. So.
And thank you for all the support out there, saying they loved listening to us and our fun banter. And Kylie, Tennessee has now wished you happy birthday.
At 14:05, what was the, wait, 14:05?
Yeah.
Before we launched?
No, it was after we launched.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't change the hour.
Raj. The ground fault, what number was it? What is
0.
it now? When we turned the USBL power off, what did it go back up to?
Well, this was like a saga.
Saga.
Well, because the first one at 15:05, we thought it was the Sea King, actually. Okay. And then more touching of buttons. And about 10 minutes later, 12 minutes later.
I guess what I'm getting at is I'm seeing 350. Is that what it's been the whole time, or is it dropping?
It went up to 400, and then it like dropped slowly back to like the 100K.
Okay.
Like really slowly.
Can someone in the front row explain how ground fault detection works?
Nope.
And why it's important?
I can explain that part. You want to take the first one?
Well,
the first one.
Well, our electronics are hopefully not connected to the salt water. And if they are connected to the salt water, we measure that in resistance. And so if the resistance is not connected to the ocean, it's like a value. We check it all the time, and we notice differences in it. And as the resistance gets next to nothing or very low, we know that there is a connection to seawater somewhere. It could be in a connector. It could be like the more severe it is, the worse it is. The lower the resistance, the worse it is. Trevor, your turn.
What are we talking about?
Why is it important to measure, like to check ground faults?
Yeah, right. If you got a ground fault and you don't detect it and turn off the offending thing, then it will start eating through the metal, like immediately. So if you have a pin on a connector that has a ground fault, and it's a really hard ground fault, really connected to seawater, AKA, then the pin will be gone in minutes, hours, depending on the
which pin current. Which pin corrodes first?
The one that's connected to the ocean, generally.
Oh, is it like sorry, like negative or positive?
I don't think that matters. I think it matters which one the current's going through in the ocean, but I don't know that. I'm not very good at this stuff.
Corrosion is bad for our electronics.
It's the concept the burn wire works on. But I don't know. I think that's just a wire that goes through the ocean, isn't it?
Burn wire? What?
You know burn wires? So like our
yeah.
If you pass a current through a wire, bare wire in the ocean, then it will eat through itself.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some acoustic releases like that on our shallow water, shallow water observatories, community observatories.
Right.
And they have like a corrosive link, and I think they use like a nickel plated wire, and then they add a little bit of paint to the majority of the wire so that you can really try to isolate where the electrolytic corrosion will occur, so that it breaks faster.
Yeah, do you know, is it anode or cathode?
Anode.
Makes sense?
So
it's the positive charge then.
Yeah, that would be positive.
You know how to remember positive and negative for cathodes?
The plus in the T is like the not.
Oh, I was going to say panic.
What?
Positive, anode, negative is cathode.
That's way easier than my stupid thing.
Yeah, just panic.